So this is one of those situations where you begin to get started. You're like, where do I even begin? This year has been pretty crazy, and definitely not in the good way. I'm thinking the craziness has finally died down. I really hope so. But for this past month, everything's been much better. And with that, it's time to get back into this. As I said, everything's okay. Everything's been much better with my dad. The reason I suddenly quit upon what was seemingly me coming right back, I believe it was that day or the day after, forget which, there was actually some complications with my dad's surgery afterwards. And I couldn't come onto the games and record and be my usual self. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I think everyone would understand what I'm saying. And even just that little bit I recorded for the Golems of Amgarok section, during working on the first part of that, during editing, I realized how many mistakes I was making, and anyone who actually knows me well knows that I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and seeing all those mistakes as well, it farther pushed me away, I guess you could say. But instead of redoing it all, I wanted to keep it as that and finally uploaded the second part coming back into this. Because originally that was recorded and all in one go. Oh man. Coming back to this, I'm hoping to put my videos out there even more. I'm gonna work even harder on this. I'm still gonna do the 5-day uploads that I switched to. It was just much easier for me than 7 days. And we're really close to our next game. I can't recall if I announced what that was. Originally I had it planned to do Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider 2 and basically be ready for the third game on its release. Of course, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is already out now, but I do think I'm still going to go ahead and run with that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into finishing this one. Its last section is Witch Hunt. Alright, let's import that. Top one should be exactly what we want.
Flemeth once told me that temptation lies in the forbidden. Do not follow me, I said, yet you search even so. Some doors should never be reopened.
Our scout saw a woman here. Do you think it's Morgan? Don't like number 2. We'll find Morgan, I promise. I can't remember if I renamed him this before. Give this a look real quick. Sure. Might as well. Keep it like that. Alright, my own skills. Oh man, it's been a while.
I'll get on it. Got it.
Yeah, it was these four. Plymouth's demise. Actually, let's go and take a look at it. See what it says. If I can find it real quick. Okay, well, I searched a little bit and I couldn't find it. So we're just gonna go without it.
I'll get on it.
Not another step. What are you doing here? Call off your hound, Shem.
Easy there, boy.
Fine, I'll start then. I am Ariane, of the Dalish people. My keeper sent me to find Asha Belinar, the woman of many years.
Well, it's not you just come out and say she's dead. Let's see if she'll actually tell us. Let's ask why.
We thought she could help us find her daughter, Morrigan. The young witch has caused trouble for my clan. Has she earned your ire as well?
No. She's a friend. I'm concerned for her.
A friend? Of all the words associated with a witch of the wilds, those are the last I expected. Perhaps you can reason with her then. Morrigan stole an ancient book my clan has guarded since the days of Arlathan. We were the only ones with such a piece of our history. Everything we once had. All legacy of our ancient magics were stripped from us. First by the Tevinter Magisters, then by the Wretched Circle. And Morrigan took what little was left.
What's so special about this book?
For almost 2,000 years, the Dalish people have been wanderers, a shadow of what we once were. This book, as much of a mystery as it is to us, is one of the only clues on how to reclaim that past. My keeper, Solon, says it was a treatise on something the ancients called Alluvian. The word is as old as the book itself, and its meaning has been lost, save perhaps to Morrigan.
Now, that word may sound somewhat familiar, and if you think all the way back to the origin stories, the Dalish one, it was that mirror they were referring to as the Alluvian. How do you know she stole it?
1 month ago, she visited our clan in the name of friendship. and took great interest in our history. She knew exactly what she was looking for. The Keeper allowed her to see the book. 2 nights later, it was gone.
And her as well, I assume? So what now?
Help me. We both want Morrigan, and we can aid each other. The Book of Eluvian was reclaimed for my clan by an elven mage who stole it from the Circle of Magi before defecting. He said other similar treasures remain in the library, but they would never allow a Dalish to view them. Perhaps you will meet a different reception.
Could say that. They have to let me in, a Grey Warden. Let's just go with it.
Masiranis, I look forward to working with you.
Long since been removed.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Doesn't look like it's been slept in for years. We do have a fire going. Recently lit, assumingly by her. Alright, let's see what we got to work with here. Alright, so she is a dual-wielding warrior. So she will not act as a tank well. She will and she won't, anyway. See what we have here. Girl's best friend. She actually comes with some decent pieces. So I think she's okay. Go ahead. I think she's fine on that. Yeah, we'll just leave it to do its own thing. We don't gotta go crazy in depth here.
Bastard things. Ah, that's you! You'll get no mercy from me! I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
It'd take a few hard hits there.
All right.
Oh, we gotta turn that off though. Can't have rally going.
Got it. They'll never see me coming.
Okay, so to the circle it is.
Welcome to Ferelden's Circle of Magi. Please, keep your hound under control. Some of the apprentices are easily startled. And I see you have a Dalish elf with you.
Is that a problem?
I know she said her name, but I can't remember exactly how it was said. RNA can be trusted.
What is that supposed to mean? Most Dalish are common thieves?
As you say, the Circle is glad to have you as a guest. As you can see, things are much changed from when you were last here.
Where's Gregor?
Gregor is in Denerim, attending to some important business. My name is Hadley. I lead the Templars in the Knight Commander's absence.
I need to get to the library.
If you're looking for a book, you can start in the Index section. As the Warden Commander, you and your guests are free to explore the first floor of the tower without an escort. Good day to you.
I see why Keeper Solon did not want me to come here. It is all too tempting to overturn the tight order of their little world.
I love that helm when she has on.
Got it.
Take all that. Making sure to get you resupplied.
Now's better than later.
As long as you're a rogue, anyway.
Have you heard the stories about the hero of Ferelden? Apparently, she once took on a lady pirate and 3 greased nugs. Between the sheets. No! I'll tell you about it later.
Somehow that's getting around. That definitely had made for an interesting episode, though.
You are well, I hope.
Alright, we got a sandal right here. All the resupply.
Enchantment?
Sandal? What are you doing here?
Enchantment! Hello, doggy.
Sandal is staying at the tower for a while. The Tranquil are evaluating his enchanting abilities and learning a lot from him, surprisingly.
Enchantment!
Yes.
Where's Bowden?
Bodan is trading in Redcliffe. If you're interested in his goods, I believe Sandal has some of them to offer you.
Let's take a look. Stuff for the dog. Not a bad little piece there. I will take these though. Now, I do have some junk items I can probably sell. Alright, I got a bunch of stuff sold.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Honestly, I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, I think we're good from before. I don't have to worry about any of this. Got exactly what I want on. let's just continue on. Can't get in there. Do we get a codex for going to it though? No. Alright.
Look at all these books. I've never seen so many.
Trying to remember how long this is, because I don't know if I'll be able to.
Red Mabari? I wish I had one. They should allow pets in the tower.
Don't you remember the Dragonling disaster? There's bits of Ivan still burnt onto the ceiling on the 3rd floor.
I'm talking about common pets. Dogs, cats, rats, owls, that sort of thing.
Oh, what kind of sort of mage has an owl as a pet? I don't know why I didn't say it right there. Obviously, being a reference to Harry Potter. But yeah, I can't remember how long this DLC is. I might not be able to get it all done in one session. It's not long by any means. Just I might not have the time.
Hound. You think you could sneak up on the mage over there? How high do you think he'd throw those things if he turned around and saw you looming over him? Oh, lighten up. This place is like a tomb. A few surprises would be good for them. Gordon, your dog is lecturing me again.
Alright,
Got it.
right here. All about weeds. Herbalism section. Bombs for protection and enchantment. Catalog of elven relics. And poultice recipes. We'll go ahead and get each of these real quick. Guarding your mind, how to prevent possession. Geographical oddities of Ferelden. Kindling the flame. And lurking horrors of the deep. A how-to guide on how to raise nugs. Creation and distillation of draughts. Advanced scrying for mages. And the sword and the staff. I feel like that might be sword and the stone reference. Waking nightmares and true torment. Under the bridge. Viral walking bomb, the new edition. And translating elven languages. Okay. So now those sections are gonna show up. Which book would you like to examine? Creation versus entropy. Nothing really from that. Waking Nightmares, True Torment, Manual, Understanding. What about Controlled Destruction? Hollowed out, and inside is a note and a sinister ruby figurine. This will reveal a shrouded chest in the apprentice dorms. Inside is the final payment. I hope you choke on it. Take the figurine and note. Okay. Does it say anything? No. Under the bridge. You notice a section on the only recorded encounter. Company of Tevinter soldiers. Only the cunning archers and magisters escaped with their lives. Does this book have griffins in it? Stories of the now extinct griffins. Nothing there. Truth behind the stories. From superstition and legend. Why they appear in the world. So don't get anything from that section. Let's see, let's go all the way back to the dorms real quick.
The Daily Shell. Don't gawk. I hear they cut out your eyes for staring at me.
Pick this up. Yeah, so-called final payment. There we go. Not that we really need it. Alright, I think it's best, so I don't put myself in such a rushing state, that I go ahead and stop the session right here. And I'll get back to recording a little later and have it out as soon as possible. Let's get back to this. I'm returning a day later. I'll just go ahead and start from this side. Too much there. What about Supreme School of Magic? Entropy rolls. There. Here we go. Folded near the back of the book is a very old sheet of notes scrawled by a young apprentice. Margins are various sketches of Templars being eaten by a fierce tiger named Sir Pouncelot. Huh. Looks like Anders has made a return over here. Alright. Definitely a little interesting part there, though. History. Ancient Tevinter treaties. Philosopher Tyrant. Biased history of the Canary. Elven dialects. And a history of the Chantry's early days. Time and Dust is weathered most of the ink, but from what you can make out, it covers a war on the heretics of the Old Imperium. Faded depictions of men in robes tremble before figures bearing an ominous symbol of a black eye and a sunburst. Huh. Sounds a bit Lord of the Rings there.
They found the body of the Templar who went after those apostates near Haifa.
Micah, it's terrible what they did to him.
They say he was force-fed so much lyrium he was bleeding from the eyes. His brain was liquefied in his skull.
Can lyrium really do that?
It can kill you, but... well, you know how rumors are. Those pisses give us all a bad name. Now some Templar would take it out on an innocent mage and start the cycle all over again.
Wonder if that part's supposed to be tied into another reference. Oops. I wanted to jump. So used to playing some games that jump right now. You hit spacebar. Alright. Talismans of Ancient Tevinter. Charms. There. Ancient dialect I cannot read. Well,
I recognize the character on this page. I think it makes up part of the word Illuvian.
is this Elvish?
I think so. The script is strange, but it must be. This is a library, isn't it? Perhaps another book could help us translate this.
And we have come across that book,
Now's better
but
than later.
check this one real quick. Crafting the High Dragon. Recipes for crafting items from parts of, excuse me, dragon's carcass. Looks like that's it. So I believe it was.
Purple? In the free marches, Dolt. Half of Ferelden fled there in the Blight. They say there's a refugee camp twice as big as the city. Whole place is run by Templars, though, so no one is getting in. They heard what happened here. Made them kind of jumpy.
Everyone's a critic.
Now, the thing about that right there is majority of the second game actually takes place in the city of Kirkwall. There's some people that hate on the second game. I'm actually a fan of the second game. I'm on that side. It was translated in Elven language. We'll take that. Alright, you'll look at a chapter on Alluvion.
Whoa, who let a dog in here? And what are you doing? Be careful!